Hey, Deborah, how are you?
Hey Deborah, how are you?
Welcome to my line.
Welcome
Hey,
to my
BLZ,
line.
how's it going, bro?
Hey BLZ, how's it going, bro?
Let me get this thing to go down. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Join the live. Dun, 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 dun. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Can't complain. Same here. I take it one day at a time. Tracking some more numbers. Okay. Hey, tracking is king. That's all I'm gonna say on my end. Have nothing to prove. If you do the work, you'll see it. Anybody new on here? If you have any questions about PICK-3 at all, um, ask away. Um, I have a totally different strategy, but pretty much I can answer any questions you might have about PICK-3. And my method basically consists of tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, narrowing the numbers down to a manageable group where you can see what's going on with the actual 1,000 numbers. That's why I say we the home of no patterns, no grids, no root sums, no date sums, no tic-tac-toe, no multiple different rundowns and workouts, because I only use one rundown, and that's the 111 rundown, to track all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. Yeah, that 17 is hot. It's 62 days since it's played. I just posted a short on that. So it is definitely hot. It's just like that 13. It was hot. It's still hot. I would think that 13 is still hot in my book. September 1st, yes. You start from September 1st to track off the pairs. Um, Basically, if you're just starting, I would go back. Depends on what state you are in. I would go back uh, July. I'd go back. Let me show you here. You want to see what's you want to eliminate the pairs each month. And as you eliminate the pairs, you're going to take those pairs over to the next month, the ones that haven't played. See here, this is August. This is September. I went back here. Uh, if I was you, I'd go back on the pairs. Now you're talking about the single pairs. This is strategy number two. Now you know I got the front pair and the back pairs. Okay. So yeah. What's this? Okay. So I would go back to at least June, or you can find out what pairs haven't played on a lottery post, I believe, possibly. BLC would know more about that, but you definitely would have to track or know why you plan your numbers, and you want to know what pairs haven't played. But yeah, I would go back to July and see what pairs haven't played for up to 60 days. Like I know that the 17 pair now hasn't played for 60 days, so I have my eye on that 17 pair. And I definitely have that on the front pair, that's 17. Okay, Tamika, I am state specific for Illinois evening draw, but my strategy works for all states. Now I have a system set up, but I don't really do numbers or predict numbers as far as Mississippi and Tennessee and things like that on this channel, because the secret sauce is the people tracking their own numbers for their own state. That's the winning method for me. There's a lot of other channels that will predict numbers for you to play. I don't I don't do that. I help you use my strategy to track your own numbers and see how and why you're winning. You're so welcome. But you're more than welcome to. I do have a full video that you can go. It's called Pick 3 for Newbies. Pick 3 for Newbies 517. And I have a full video that you can go through. The third digit for my state, Illinois. Well, I can show you here what I'm doing with the third digit. Now, I say will if you don't know what the third digit is. The method that I use is you can will the number. Okay? Like that 17 pair I know ain't fell on front all year and all last year. Okay? So, with the 17 pair, I would will it like 170 if you know. 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, and 179. I would box these 50 cent if I don't know which one is going to be the one on that actually come on the back. But I also know here that the 75 hadn't hit on the back and the 76 hadn't hit on the back. So my numbers to look at to the play, and I know this 1-3 really didn't play the pair. So last month, uh, so I would play this 1-3, and I probably would play these straight box. Okay, these would be my main number to play straight box, along with playing everything 50 box. Now, if my main number don't come in, but one of these other 1-7 come down, rundowns come in, I'm going to load up on these here because I'm pretty assured working with the law average. Oh, I'm sorry. The 175 and the 176. Like I said, there's no way to know what number is coming the next day. Hey, Scott, how you doing? There's no way to know what number is actually coming in the next day. So willing to me with me is my best way of, if I'm pretty sure that I'm looking at this 17 pair and it's going to be my carry, this is what I do. But these here, this 175 and 176 and this 173 would possibly be my everyday carries. And if I can't really cover a way to cut back on some money if I need to. And if you can do the front pair and back pair in your state, I would do the 1/7 front pair, the 7/1 front pair, and the 1/7 back pair, and the 7/1 back pair. This is like a $2 bet, $2 bet for me. And if I hit that front or back on them on 1/7 on the 7/1, then I'll go back and invest back in this, in playing this method here. And when if one of these boxes hit, that's even more money. Then I'll stay with loading up on this 174, 175. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know why I put that there. This 175, 176, because I know that the 7/4 didn't fall on the 7/5. I might have to play that 7/4 because it keep messing with me. I don't know, subconsciously, maybe I'm saying it for some reason. And this 7/6, I know definitely hasn't failed for the year yet. So when it gets to like August, September, and stuff like that, I made up fronts and backs that have not fallen. That's how I just hit the 3-4-1. Because that 4-1 hadn't fallen most of the year, into the year. And the 3-4 definitely had not fell on the front. So I hit the 3-4-1 just the other day. Now, but you want to know your farthest numbers out, but don't depend on lottery post to, I don't know what happened to my phone here, but my tablet. If you got a phone and you can do this here with it on your calendar, and you can log the numbers in. I went back just the other day on my calendar. I'm from Missouri, but I had to catch up on a lot of things in Illinois because tornado messed up my house, and then I'm in Illinois for a little bit. I had to go back and I put all the data for Illinois into my tablet, all the way up to back to January. Okay, all the way back to January. Now, if I want to know when a number fell, all I have to do is enter it into my phone, because that way, if I can't get online or anything like that, it's in my phone or in my tablet, so I don't have to depend on being on the internet. So here, if I want to see what number fell at any time, I can. I'll have to do search and say 725 to see when it fell. And see, I can look and see what's going on with the numbers without guessing. See that? If I want to see how many times a front or back number fell at any time, all I have to do is just put it in my phone. I don't have to go on if Wi-Fi, all that messes out, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to go to lottery post to check nothing. I got it in my phone. I got one phone I went back 15 years on. That's when I really didn't have nothing to do, but I was really serious. And entered it all in a tablet. That's from Missouri. I do have 15 years worth of data in Missouri. But here, just all you need is a year's worth of data, or 2 years. If I want to see what pair, when the pair has failed the last, all I have to do, let's say that 25 pair, I want to see how many times it hit on the front or the back. All I have to do is stick it in my phone. Hold on. Let's see, 25. And put the 25 pair in here, and then to give me the front and back of that 25 to let me know how many times it hit. For 2025, you see there, it'll tell me how many times the 25 hit on the front or the back, if you can see that. Hey, Teresa, glad to have you with us. That's powerful stuff there, y'all. It's not a software. It's in my. It's like if you have a calendar on your phone. All I did was go back a regular calendar. Um, I know they had started the synchronizing years ago. They didn't have that synchronizing stuff in the phones, where if you had your email and every time you put a note into a calendar, it would synchronize everything. It didn't have that years ago, so that was one way I was tracking. Then when they started that synchronizing stuff, it synchronized everything and confused my numbers. So what I did, I just went back on my calendar and deleted everything out except for the numbers I wanted to put in. Good afternoon. How you doing? Good afternoon, everybody. But and that's what I did. And it's not all you gotta do, but you will have to go find. You will go to the lottery post and get their calendar. I don't know if you're familiar with the lottery post. They give you a free year's worth of data for your state, starting from January to present, and just log it into the calendar, into your calendar on your phone, or if you have a tablet, and your phone should be able to do the same thing I'm doing here. It should be. I'm not sure, but it should. Most of them did when I was using them. But yeah, it's no software or anything that I'm using that I know anything about. I don't even know nothing about how to use software. Or I did have an app. I messed around and found an app, and I did it, and I put all that data in, and then the app wanted me to buy premium, go premium, and charge me. And I had so much time to to buy the premium, or my whole calendar would disappear. And that's exactly what happened. And I said I'd never do that again. I just put it all in my own phone, and I got it in my hand phone too. Let's see, in my regular hand phone. So when I carry my hand and I want to study the numbers and get information on the numbers, I can do that. What's oh shucks? What happened, VLC? Or I guess you could do. And another thing, if you just want to see when the last time, how many times the number, just the number two fell with a number, I guess you can do that too on here. I guess a number two search. I want to do. Wait a minute, I might have did something wrong here. Let me see just the number two and see what happened. I don't know. On this one here, I think that might be a little bit much, but it'll give you that. It'll give you the information. This guy don't look like it does that. Let me try it again. Number two. And these phones, my equipment is really acting goofy in some cases. Okay, this is it here though. What it do? I want to see just the single number two. What numbers the number two came with, or what pick three. I could just put the number two in, and then it tell you every number the number two fell with. Like that. I guess that's good. That's what started me to strategy number three, so I could see what position each number fell in by using this calendar and putting this together. So I said I wanted to put something on paper that anybody could use without having to have anything, a tablet or a phone or anything, equipment to figure out how to play and how to win. And that's how I came up with the pick three at a glance strategy. So that's what that was all about. Um, let's see here. And so yeah, if you want to go back start your triangle, go back to July. That's as far as you might have to go back. All you want to do is see what pairs haven't played and keep track of how they're playing. And this is a powerful strategy. Like I said, one of the things that led me to uh, playing that 3-4-1 was the 13 hadn't hit. And when the 13 hadn't hit, and I know that 3-4-1 was my number, I knew to stay on my number. See, this helps you to not jump on and off your numbers because you'll know why you playing them, because you know how long it's been since the number's been out, and you narrowed your numbers down. Jumping on and off these numbers every day, we're making pick three harder than what it needs to be, because once you start tracking, you're going to see that it can take one of these pairs up to 4 months and not play. And if you've been playing that pair, you've been just losing all your money, not knowing why you're losing. I started looking at pairs that ain't played in 60 days. That's why I posted that 17 hadn't posted in 62 days. So if I know that a 17 pair ain't played in 62 days, and I'm going to play a number with 17, and more likely I would play that number because it's got the 17. I know it ain't been played in 62 days. Now I'm going to look to see what's the best numbers to play with that 17 pair. Like I told you, I know that the here by tracking the front pair. This time of the year, I done narrowed all the numbers down on the front pair and the back pair. See here? I got the front pair and the back pair that haven't played for the whole year in Illinois evening, y'all. If you're just tracking, separate the numbers. Separate midday from evening and evening from midday because they all run different. All the numbers are going to run different. They cross paths. There's 1,000 numbers they will cross paths, but they run differently. Like if 1, 2, 3 comes midday and then it comes 1, 2, 3 evening, that doesn't mean a whole lot because they gonna cross paths. There's only 1,000 of them, but that don't mean that for the whole year the numbers are running the same. You would need to know what numbers haven't played and have played and how they playing. Like see here, I had this 06. It's the second time it came this year. See this 06 just here, this 061. See that? Because you narrowed them down. And if I forget for some reason, And with the tablet, I can go back and see the last time that what number that oh 06 fell with. Because if it's circled, it already fell once already. And see here, while I was playing that 341, I knew these are the last front pairs that haven't played. I knew this 34 hadn't failed on the front. And this 36, this 37, and 38 hadn't failed. So I was playing the front pair of the 34. I also played the front pair of the 36, the 37, and 38. Because that's 4 numbers out of the whole year that's got the 3 on the front that did not play. So I was pretty assured that this one of these 4 was going to show up. Yeah, they will repeat a number that's already crossed out. And that's because it's catching up with the law average flip flops. Um, what I look for is numbers that haven't played. I'm not looking too much for the ones that's already crossed out. Like now, this 34, I'm going to play it back, but I'm still going to play these also. I know they haven't showed up yet. So I'll play these 50 cents or $1 on the front. Also, I'm looking at what numbers I can make out of these here. This the time of year I start looking. Like this 1-7, remember I saying this 1-7? Where's my back pair? See this 7-5 and 7-6 haven't played? I'm definitely going to play 1-7-5 and 1-7-6 from Illinois' evening draw. Then would probably be my everyday carry. I play 1-7-5 straight box, 1-7-6 straight box, possibly that 1-7-4 because I kept calling it. And then I'm going to play this 1-7, maybe $2 or $3 on the front. So if my 1-7-5 and 1-7-6 don't come, but anything with a 1-7 on the front, that'll be about $100-something, $120-something, I think, for just for because I'm playing them $1 on the front on that 1-7 because it ain't played all year. Because it's the 1-7 my everyday carry, and I load up on it when I hit. Then if just something with 1-7 other than the 1-7-5 or 1-7-6 come, I'm still going to carry this and load up on these 2 here because the likelihood of them coming are great. And also I'll put $1 on this back and $1 on the 7-5 on the back and $1 on the 7-6 on the back. So now if the 7-something with a 7-5 on the back or a 7-6 on the back come, I'm going to still load up on the 1-7-5, 1-7-6. See, I stay within the net in my group. I know what I'm doing because the numbers are grouped. Yeah, the 801, yeah, BLC. And the 001, yep, right, on the back, definitely. And that 804, let's see, where we're at. This 08, I'm looking at that because that's, let's do here, let's see. I might have to redo this here. See this this 804 and this opposite ain't came out. Remember I was doing that for the same with the 341, so it'd be 408. I would be looking at playing. Also, you see that? Yeah, yeah, or the 108 same way. Right, you're right. 408 for sure. Okay. Yeah. Anybody got any questions? Any other questions that they might need to understand better? I'm definitely playing this here: the 001, 002, the 556, and the 557 here, just like that. And uh, I'm looking at this 9912. These are probably some of my carries, my everyday carry kind of. But I'm definitely doing these doubles here because see, hey, all these doubles, it or its opposite showed up, and then it's 994, 995 hit twice. It came exactly like this. Then it came 959. See that? But yeah, these here for sure. With this O2 on the back and this O1 on the back. And the next really pair I'm looking to, let's see what we got here. Let's see if I got this right. See, you got three of these now outstanding. One, this O1, this O2, this O8 being, let's see, I don't think it's no more that's got three out on it. Well, other than these here, it's got three out still. So down the law average, I'm looking for one of these backs to come and one of these fronts here to come because there's three of them out. But see, once you start doing this, you can strategize better and see what the numbers are doing. We can strategize better, see what the numbers are doing. Okay. Now, I guess I'll just go through my regular routine. And here is my yearly summary sheet where I go back to January. This is strategy number 1 here with 12 single columns with 12 numbers where I've tracked all of the numbers for the whole year. That's how I know what numbers have played and what numbers have not played and their opposites. Thanks, BLC. Okay. Now, okay. This strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is single pairs. The single pairs. Strategy number 3 is number positions. What position the numbers fell in. Strategy number 4 is front pair, back pair. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do here. Front pair, back pair. It's the difference between the pairs. Strategy 4 is for front pair and back pair. Strategy 2 is single pairs. So when you ask questions on the strategy, you have to differentiate between, we can say the triangle, strategy 2, and then 4 is the front pair and back pair. They're two total different strategies. And any of these pairs can miss and go over into the next year. And if a pair miss, you want to carry it over to the next year. You don't want to drop everything and start from scratch. Because it can take 4 years for these pairs to all come out. Front or back. Because you got 1,000 numbers, it can take that long. And if you got like And you take any of these numbers can take 3 to 4 years not to come out. Uh, or better, take longer. Any single number take 15 years and not come out. Okay, guys, ladies. So here, I'm gonna go through in case you're new on here and you just want to observe to see what I have, and you're looking at playing PICK-3. I would say tracking is king again. If you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the lucky town. OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget. Don't play out of need or greed. These numbers are not going anywhere. And there's plenty of time for you to learn this strategy and learn this system. Because once you get it down, it's fairly simple. Because all you're going to do is be tracking the numbers and narrow them down to the best numbers to play, and not looking for patterns and tracking, tic-tac-toes and date sums and trying to find numbers to come the next day. Yeah, looking for numbers to try to hit the next day. That'll get you. That'll get you done. That'll get you done. Believe me. There's nothing out there gonna show you what's coming the next day. The numbers are random. I bet I'm a betting man, and I bet you money that them numbers are random. And I bet you, can't nobody tell me what numbers are coming 7 days in a row. I can bet you that. Somebody tell me what number coming 7 days in a row and when, then I believe what they talking about. So I'm gonna do the rundown on the 061. Okay, oops, I got this up here. Man. Okay. Let me think here. I'm going to do the 061. I'm going to do the rundown on the 061 that came in yesterday. Do the 111 rundown on it. And count down. I use the 1-1 rundown because it's easy to use, and if you make an error counting down, it's easy to catch. So 1, the 0 is 1 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then add 1 to 6, you're going to count straight down. 7, 8, 9. You get 10, but you're just using a 0. You only use the single digit on the right hand side. Then you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to count down to add the 1. You're going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1. Okay. Now, you're going to look for where this 061 is on what column. On what column? And all these numbers up here are the base numbers, and all of them have zeros in them. All these numbers here are base numbers that I came up with to make these columns up with the combination of the 1,000 numbers that equals 720, because each one of these columns represents 60 numbers. 60 times 12 give you 720 possible combinations, because each one of these numbers can come 6 different ways, which makes up the 1,000 numbers. So these numbers up here all got zeros in them on the base numbers. So you looking, when you do the rundown, the 1-1 rundown, The base number will always be in that rundown. Okay? And here you go with this here. You just want to look the numbers with the zeros in and find in what column. There's 061, 405, and 950. Okay? Now, you will memorize these numbers as you're doing them and start tracking. And you'll memorize what column. Now, the only thing here is the 061 is actually one of the base numbers. The 061 is actually one of the base numbers. So it wouldn't be down here in the rundown. Where it would be is right up on top. So you would just mark it off. And you see it already to fail for the year. So you just mark it off right here again. You really don't really have to do the X's. I just do the X's to see how many times, I mean the checks to see how many times that it hit. But all you want to know is that the number came in. So you'll know what numbers are left to play. But I just want to see sometime how many times the number hit off the column. Like here, look like we had the 061 to fall off of here. The 905 that fall off of here. And what other number did I just see that fell? 061, 905. 061 and the 905. Yeah. Is it another one? Oh, and the 627 was the first number of the month. Or was it? Yeah. You got it? Okay. Now, let's see. So you just mark the 016 off on the sheet. That way you don't have to worry about calculating nothing. That's strategy number one. So now you want to find out, you want to mark off the pairs. Strategy number 2, single pairs. The single pairs, out of the 1,000 numbers, there's 2,710 pairs. 2,710 pairs that make up those 1,000 numbers. That's a lot of pairs. But this triangle will cover all of those pairs for you once you learn to use it. And you'll always know what pairs have hit and not. Each month, you'll be able to track the pairs. So you got 3 separate numbers, 3 different numbers. You're going to have 3 different pairs to mark off. Okay? You're going to have the 06. You're going to mark off. You're going to have the 01 to mark off. And you're going to have the 16 to mark off. Now, anything that did not get circled here in August, I underline, or you can highlight them, except for this 00. I had marked it off earlier, but it did come in. But I underlined that didn't hit for last month. See, this 44 hadn't hit, but then it did hit. I had a line under it, and the AA hasn't hit. The AA pair hasn't hit. What other pairs haven't hit? We know the 17 pair hadn't hit because it's been 62 days out. 62 days today. And then the 38 pair ain't hit. And see, them the only pairs that ain't hit. Now you can kind of look at how you're going to do your numbers. Because you know that 38 pair ain't hit, right? And we know the '08 ain't hit on the back. So if I was playing the 38 pair, I'd make sure that I play the 308. If I play 303, let's say 830, I'd make sure I play the 308. Because I know that '08 ain't fell. I know that '08 ain't fell on the back. See what I mean? This is how you build your strategy and your skill set. This how you do your strategy and skill set. This 3-8. If I was playing 830, I already know the '08 ain't fell on the back. I'm definitely gonna play this 308. This is a strategy. This is a skill set. This is something you bite your teeth into. No guessing. Okay, let's see what else we got now. And that 8-8, wow. And if I was playing the 8-8, I'd make sure that I was playing it as the 8-8 pair. I'd be playing 808. Okay? Definitely putting that 8 on the back. If I play 880, I'd play 808. Because you know the '08 ain't fell on the back for the whole year. Now you know you have your why to why you're playing and how you're playing. You're not just guessing off of patterns and grids and root sums and tic-tac-toes and date sums and multiple different rundowns and workouts, because you look at all of it's done right here. All of it's right here for you to look at. So uh, uh, we marked off the numbers came in. Say 112 came in. It's two separate numbers. You're gonna have two different numbers. You're gonna have two pairs to mark off. So it'll be 112 if it's a double. You mark off the 11 and the 12. The 11 and the 12. Now, if you 11 and the 12. Now, if you have a triple come in, all you would do is mark off, because there's only one number. You only got one number. You'd mark off if it's triple zeros, you'd mark off the zero. Triple ones, you mark off the ones. Triple twos, twos, and three and fours, and so on. If you have a triple come in. Okay. And the next strategy is strategy number 3. Strategy number 3. I'm going to do that on. Strategy number 3 consists of, I took 3 columns. And okay, 3 columns there. They always talk about a single number being cold. My problem was with the single number being cold was that I didn't know how to play it. Even though it was cold, they just say play it with whatever number you playing because it's cold. I wouldn't know how to play it. So I said to me at the time, it didn't make sense. So I said, I'm going to make 3 columns and I'm going to track what position all the numbers fall in for the month. For the month. So right here, we had the O fall on the front, the 6 fall in the middle, and the 1 fall on the end. So at the end of the month, I would know what numbers fell in what position and how at the end of the month. So let's say uh, let's say the 061 that I was playing, say I was still playing it and it hadn't filled yet, and that's my number, 061, and I realized next month that the one did not fall in the front. Next month, I'm going to play this 061 as 106 because the likelihood of that one coming on the front, since it didn't fall at all with my 061, is great. Or 160. See what I'm saying? You're not guessing anything. You're strategizing and building a skill set. You see that? I hope that makes sense to you. You wouldn't keep playing this alone when you know the one ain't fair for the whole month on the front. And be truthful with you, it could take 2 months and it might not fall on the front. But at least you know that and know how to invest, knowing that you know that a number could take 2 months and not fall. Right here in Missouri, I had sevens not to fall with no number for 2 months, for 60 days. And you know I played triple sevens, and they came. Working with the law average, they had to come. But I wasn't guessing it. I knew it. Working with the law average, the sevens had to come because they hadn't failed for 60 days with no number. I thought I had missed something. That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable that no sevens had failed. Just like strategy number 2 with the pairs. 38 pair had not fallen for 128 days. See, this is the knowledge that you need to win. To know what's going on with the numbers in your state. And a lot of states, when you track it, ain't going to be too much different working with the law average, but you got to know which ones they are. Okay. Okay, that's strategy number 3. And it's very powerful because you know how to place what position to put those numbers in if you know that a number ain't failed in what position. I usually gear toward the numbers that don't fall on the front or the back. In the middle is kind of hard to call because if I know a number ain't failed on the front all month, I can will it like, let's say the 3 ain't failed on the front all month, and I can play front pair and back pair. Ain't played on the front. Then I can go 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2. I'm running into that. I'm running into that spot. I can go on the front 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 8, and 3, 9. 3, 9. Okay. Then I can see that 3 ain't fell, and I might also know that this 32 ain't fell on the front. Then I would play extra on that, and I might know that the 23 ain't fell on the back. Now I'm definitely playing that 323 gonna be my number that I probably load up on. Because you know what you're working with. You're not guessing what you're working with. And let me do another one here, I guess. We're going to do mirrors. I'm going to show everybody these mirrors again because it's imperative that, not mirrors, I call them opposite because people say mirrors when they mean uh, flips, and flips when they mean mirrors. They use that term to me two-handedly and not really understanding how to use it. So I just call them opposite numbers. Like here, they call them mirrors. Is adding +5 to any single digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you add 5 to the 0, you get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 3, you get 8. 5 to 4, you get 9. It's just like taking all the 1,000 numbers and dividing them in half, and you got 0, 0, 0 to 499 on top, 500 to 999 on the bottom. And same as saying 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0, 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1, 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2, 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3, 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. Okay? And here, so if I played 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7, they just played the bottom number. If I played 7, 8, 9, and the lottery played 2, 3, 4, they just played the top number. Okay? If you play a double, like 1, 1, 2, and the lottery played 6, 6, 7, they just played the bottom. 1 is a 6, 6 is 1, 2 is 7, 7 is 2. Opposite. Or if you play triple zeros, and a lot play triple fives, you'll see that happening. And you don't see it happening a lot. You might see that happen maybe, I would say 5 times out of the whole year. But what it taught me, if it happens about 5 times out of the year, I can use that. So if I see that this 0, 1, 2 and this 7, 8, 9 ain't played almost for the whole year and they opposite each other, they're my two numbers I'm playing. Because the law average, one or the other's going to show up. So I'll load up on these two because they're exact opposite of each other. Same way here, they're exact opposites of each other. Okay? Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I got that wrong. Y'all, I got that totally wrong. Scratch that. Scratch that. I said that totally wrong. I said that totally wrong. These two here are exact opposite of each other. I don't know how I got that screwed up. These are two opposite of each other, right? Okay? I don't know how I did that. My brain just overlooked the senior moment, y'all. Overlooked the senior moment, y'all. Laugh with me and laugh at me. Because, man, same here. If I realize that this 0, 1, 2 and this 5, 6, 7 ain't played all year, those are two I'm playing. And I'm sticking with them. They would probably be my everyday carry. And then I'm going to be tracking to see if the 1, what position the 1 fell in, or the 2 fell in, or the 5 fell in, or 6 fell in, or see if the 6, 7 fell on the front, or the 6, 7 fell on the back. Now I can study the actual numbers that I'm playing and why I'm playing them. And hit straight, exact. Same way here. Or, you know, in the opposites. You always want to track to see what number and the opposites have played. They used to tell me, well, whenever you play 0, 1, 2, be sure to play 5, 6, 7. You go broke that way. You go broke because it's no guarantee that 5, 6, 7 or the 0, 1, 2 or that 5, 6, 7. Ain't no guarantee on none of the numbers going to come. But as you get closer to the end of the year and you see it ain't came, you have a better chance of now knowing that it's a possibility of it coming. you'll be able to see it. Like I, see at the end of the year, I'm not guessing. These are the ones that's left for the end of the year that haven't played. Just hit the 341. Hit the 95, the 995. It came out like that first. Then it came 959. One or the other. Then these all hit here. Every one of them hit. The number one of the opposite. Now you only have to focus on two numbers instead of a whole bunch of numbers. Same here. These are the numbers I'm focusing on. These are my daily carry. This is my bucket list of numbers for the year. For the year. Along with other, as you tracking, you're going to see something you just can't miss. If I go all the way to December and no sevens fall with no numbers, you know what I'm playing triple sevens. I mean, but see, conditions will change, but you know the conditions as they're changing in your state. You won't be guessing the conditions. Okay. All right, family. Let me see, did I miss anything? But the reason why I can do that so easily and readily, knowing what numbers and the opposites hadn't played, this is my yearly sheet. Each one of these columns got their numbers and their opposite in each column. That's what made this so powerful. At a glance, I will know what number and its opposite did not play in each column. That's why I stopped calling them mirrors, because I don't have to say mirrors, because each number got its opposite. Just like the 012 I did for you. See that 012, the opposite is 567. There it is right there. The 123, the opposite is 678. There it is right there. The 123, the opposite is, what I said? Did I say 123? Oh yeah, I did. The 234, the opposite is 789. There it is right there at a glance. 234, the opposite is 7. I don't say 7, 2, 3, 4. The 345, the opposite is 890. There it is right there. 456, the opposite is 901. There it is right there. All at a glance, I can tell what number is opposite. So when I want to see toward the end of the year what numbers in the opposite they feel, it's easy to find them. Let's see. Well, column number 7 had 6 of them that hadn't fallen. And this is the column that I'm definitely looking at. Most of the numbers are off of this column that I played for the year. That's how I hit the 341. See here? We had the 018 and its opposite, the 563 hadn't failed. The 129 and its opposite, the 129 its opposite, the 674 hadn't failed. And then we had the 341 and its opposite, the 896 hadn't failed. That's why I was playing that. This time of the year is when you start looking for the numbers and their opposites. Oh, 76. Oh, 14. Yeah, 076 is in the 014 column. It ain't played since May, June, July. That whole column ain't played since May? The the 014 column ain't played since May. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, all right, I'm gonna say. All right, family. I got some classes, one-on-one classes going coming up in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna have to get off of here and get prepared. Kinsta, I think I pronounced that right. Kinsta, welcome to the live. I hope you enjoyed it. Uh, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'm going to upload the video, so you can add them in the comments. And also, I have PICK-3 for Newbies 517. Just search it. I don't have a link. Just go to PICK-3 for Newbies 517 and get the full video. And you can set it and come back and join the live whenever you get ready with questions. All right, family. Like I always say, play up in the car, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you track it, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. And tracking is king.